Welcome back to California Live. Emmy-nominated actress Melora Hardin kept us laughing for years as Jan Levinson on hit NBC comedy The Office. Now she's switching gears and starring in the new horror movie Clock. She plays Dr. Elizabeth Simmons, who seems to be trying to help a young woman change her mind about having children. Take a look.
It is the singular evolutionary goal of a species to procreate. That is our purpose, right? Right. Which says to me that because you are otherwise physically healthy, your system is just a little off. Chemically, mentally. No different than someone with depression.
Oh, welcome back to California Live, Melora. Okay, Clock is a very scary film. It centers on a woman who thinks her biological clock is broken, which we could talk like 30 minutes about that, right?
Yes, just that in itself, right?
Yeah, so
exactly.
tell us more about your character. You're playing a doctor who's trying to help her?
Yes. She's a brilliant doctor who's doing a trial of a new thing that she's discovered that she feels like a lot of women have come to her and said, you know, I just don't feel like I want to have children. And so she has come up with a way to fix their biological clock.
I'm dying to see the horror twist in this all. Are you a fan of horror films?
You know, I mean, I like psychological thrillers, and I would say this is more in the psychological thriller vein. I mean, there's some horror aspects of it, but I like things that make you think. And when I read the script, I thought it was a really interesting take on sort of a feminist take on the pressures that women can feel to have to conform to a certain kind of life style or, you know, choices that to make them feel like they fit in or like they're a full woman or something like that, which is why you said we could talk about that for 30 minutes,
gosh.
you know. It's a really interesting concept, right? And I think it's so interesting that the doctor is a woman administering to women. And I do feel she feels that she's doing good things. Yeah, I do think Dr. Simmons thinks she is doing a good thing.
Is that fun to play a character that's kind of got a little bit of sinister to them?
Always. That's always fun. Yes, that's always.
That's what I can imagine. It's like I always want to play like a villain in something.
Oh,
It
yeah.
seems like a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've played some dark characters, and I have to say, and I think that's one of the really fun things about horror and about psychological thrillers is that people go there to purge things. They go to purge their own fears, right? Yeah. And so I do think this movie will open up conversations and help people kind of release their own tension about maybe how they feel that they've had pressure put on them, and it kind of frees it up, you know, which is really interesting because Alexis Jackanow, who wrote and directed it, I was really impressed with her vision, and it's part of why I said yes to this. And she purged her fears because she's now pregnant.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, you're a busy woman, also reprising the role of Judy Monk.
Yeah. Trudy Monk. Yeah,
Trudy Monk. Sorry,
yes.
Trudy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's a follow-up film to the beloved detective series Monk.
Yes,
so
that's
that's
right.
got to be a lot of fun too.
Oh my gosh, it's so great because I have a whole set of fans that love me from Monk, and then a whole other set of fans that know me from The Office. So it's kind of this fun. It's just great to revisit her. She's so beautiful. She's such like a beautiful soul. She's a ghost, you know. Yeah. She's always been dead the whole time. She's in his memory, but she's there really to support him and love him and guide him. And she's sort of this wonderful kind of shepherd almost for Monk. And it's just there's something so sweet about that relationship. So she's also a lovely character to revisit for me.
Okay, and it's always fun to revisit the series that we love so much.
And all the people, Tony Shalhoub is such a dreamboat to work with. Besides being an amazing actor, he's just a wonderful person. And all the other people, the executives and all the producers and like all the actors on that show. It's going to be so much fun. We're all so excited to get back together.
Oh, okay. And so also on your list, you design wallpaper.
Yes.
How did you get started designing wallpaper?
Oh my gosh, it's a long story which we don't have time for, but I will say that it is kind of an extension of this documentary that I've been directing and working on for the last 6 years, which I will tell you about when I have something more to tell you about
please do.
Documentaries are so strange because it's real life, and real life keeps happening. And in any case, it was something that came out of art that I was making, collage art that I was making, and ultimately was something that my friend and subject in the documentary was using as a kind of tool for her healing, and then everybody kept calling for them to be bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was sort of like this weird thing that just happened, and I suddenly started working with a wallpaper company, and we started developing these, and people are just crazy for them, and so I've now just started making them. It's called Storyboards by Melora Hardin, and I'm just launching my website where people can hook up with the people that can print it, and you can just measure your wall, and you can have art on your wall. It's like basically like art covering your whole wall, but they sort of feel like worlds that you kind of might want to go inside, and they feel really good, and they're full of color and joy, and I'm very excited to share it with the world, and I'm just kind of like getting there. So
no, that's a great
it's very
story.
exciting.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. It's very exciting.
Yeah, well, congratulations on everything. And everyone, TikTok, clock starts streaming this Friday on Hulu.